Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another team from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Cortez. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They're bringing heat. Gets away from one. Getting some heat. Now improvising. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
From the shotgun, they'll run it.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double-teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
With the catch, it's Sanders. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives them some breathing room.
I'll tell you what, dude, in today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is open.
The expressway is wide open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll give it to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Handoff from the gun. Breaks the tackle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run. Running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
He leaves it with his back. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Offense getting set for first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. The quick out. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes a connection. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. It'll be a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. On target over the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. He's going to pass. Throws for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. A nice job by the defender, just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because the speed on defense.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Going up top on first down. He's going up top. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good...
And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 20. Touchdown Bulldogs. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. This time game, it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 11 over Arizona State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Buys a little extra time. Took a shot as he threw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast, and you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Looking for a gap. It's Cortez. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to pick it up on the ground. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Throws to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Camara. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On fourth down, flexing that muscle in the run game. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
is starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going to take off. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Georgia! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Leaves it with the back. Running with power. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, running back on the move. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Finds a man on the left. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Lets it fly. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
From the gun, the running back has it. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a shot. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
The give to the tailback. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Dogs have their offense in high gear. He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Offense gets set for second down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
This guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, I love it when my QB not only uses his athletic ability, but uses his head. Nice job here. Nothing open. Don't force the football. You've got the lead. It's the fourth quarter. Nice job taking off and getting the first down.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Old Dominion has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 24 to Southern Miss. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Running back goes in motion. He's back to throw on second down. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field. You're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. A handoff, keep working on that clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a 1st down. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. A 3rd and long coming up here. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A tough 3rd down spot here. Field is condensed. Ball is at the 10-yard line. Powers through the defender. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. Despite coming up short on the previous 2 4th down attempts, this offense will try it here again. They'll try it on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they